What's going on, guys? Another Madden 13 All-Pro Football comparison video. Real quick, I have to ask you to take a second. Hit that like button for me. Try to get every video up over 100. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you feel so inclined. Playing this for you at speed. Today we're going to talk about wide receiver adjustments. And to me, as a former defensive back, this is a huge thing. Because to me, it's what separated a good receiver from a great receiver from a guy you didn't even want on the field with you. Anybody can go out and run a route. But the good receivers, historically in football, can make an adjustment to catch a pass that isn't put in the perfect position. Now, one thing I do want to talk about before we actually get to what happens is, this is something I just recently noticed with this game, and I realize, this is an all-out pass play, but look at where the receivers' heads are in this gameplay. Everybody is looking back at the quarterback. How do you know where the defender is if this is what's happening? And this is across the board. Number 15 staring in the backfield the entire time. Jamal Charles over here lined up as a wideout. He's going to stare in the backfield the entire time, running his route. The only time it deviates is with number 89. You can see he comes over. He's going to break off the line, check the defensive back, look in the backfield, check the defensive back, and then I'm going to look in the backfield the entire time. I don't know where this came in, but this isn't something that I want to see in a football game. This looks a little ridiculous. Now, you can see there I get the user pick. I'm going to remove the box, though, because I want to talk about this route adjustment. Now, we're going to just analyze Dwayne Bowe running this run here. To me, Dwayne Bowe, one of the best receivers in the league, has been for a few years, very productive. But you can see here, full strides down the field. Here's my defensive back, full stride past him. Now I'm going to do a catch animation. And look at the trajectory of this pass. I mean, there is just no way that this is going to get over the head of my corner. It's actually my safety, Adrian Wilson. And what has to happen is you need, especially an elite wide receiver, to understand that and start pulling up on this route right about probably here so that he can catch this pass. I don't want to see full strides past the defender that's going to intercept the pass and then a receiver come back to catch a pass low underhanded. Not realistic at all. Pulling up All-Pro Football, going to show you a much better example of how this could be done and execute realistic gameplay. Alright, here we are back with All-Pro Football. Run this for you at speed and take a look at this absolute bomb from Andrew Luck to Austin Collie. It falls a little bit short, but it makes it a perfect example for wide receiver route manipulation in this game. And just again, to keep some continuity, take a look at these receivers run their route. Nobody's looking back at the quarterback. Obviously, you would after you run your curl there. But everybody's looking down the field, looking at the defense. Nobody has their head turned to the quarterback, even as we go over and take a look at the tight end here. Everybody's looking down the field. Switching our focus over to Austin Collie. You can see he looks at the defender the entire time, turns his head only once the ball's been thrown. You can see he turns his head there. Go back, take a look, and find Andrew Luck at the end of his throwing animation. So the ball in the air is what triggers the response from the wide receiver. Now, I want to remove the box here just for a second and go over a few things. First and foremost, in the Madden example, we used Dwayne Bowe. Obviously, Austin Collie is a creative player in this game. You can see he's a bronze player. And certainly if Dwayne Bowe was in this game, he would be a silver, if not gold. So we're dealing with a subpar player. Secondly, this is not a user catch. With any sports game, once you have control of the ball, you're also awarded control of that player. You'll notice that Austin Collie does not turn blue in his icon until after the catch has been made. And finally, this is not an example of motion shifting or warping. This is a wide receiver in the game adjusting a route to catch a pass. I'll show you in Madden an example of the game manipulating a player to do that. This is an entirely different scenario. So what we're going to do is watch this route develop, and you can see full strides down the field. As we get to the 20-yard line, you'll notice that we have the same situation as we had with Madden. If Austin Collie is to sprint past the safety and let him get on the inside, the safety will be in a position to intercept this pass. So he is going to alter his route with these shorter steps so that he can stay in front of the safety and make this pass a completion, not an interception. And you can see the short steps start. He catches the pass. Then he opens his stride back up to run into the end zone. It's a very difficult thing to see. It's a very small nuance to the game, but it definitely adds a level of realism to the product. And just taking a look here at these strides as they change, you can see full stride, and then now the wide receiver is going to adjust to catch the pass. And that's the difference that we see between All-Pro Football and Madden. And just to show this to you at speed, again, it's a very delicate thing to watch, but certainly adds a level of depth and realism to the gameplay, and it's something that really does need to be in Madden. Alright, so I brought Madden back up to show the difference between route adjustments and motion shifting. And we've got Todd Heap here, going to cut across the field. The ball is thrown behind him, so he has to run in place and then do a catch animation in the same span to accommodate catching the ball. And this really is the game manipulating the player to complete a pass rather than the player manipulating his route. And you can see here, runs in place, does the catch animation, and then continues. And you can see it actually appears to throw off the defensive back timing a little bit, and I'll just show it from the reverse angle here. But this to me is the key difference between what you're seeing in All-Pro Football route adjustments and motion shifting in a game. So again, hope you guys liked the video. I will definitely have more up, and I'll talk to you guys later on.